I wanted to jump on with a different video, and I think we're going to start talking a lot more about health, the physical body specifically, and things like lifestyle, and yeah, these similar such subjects. So if that's something of interest, I know that that's something that I'm wanting to sort of talk more in. Yeah, let's jump into it. I wanted to talk first about the supplements that I take, because this is something I've been always quite passionate about, vitamins and these types of things. And I know a lot of people for a long time have been wondering, what supplements do you take? So this is what is in my fridge right now. This is not the extent of what I have found to love and that I've found to be helpful. And as a disclaimer, you should always talk to your naturopath before taking anything, right? But let's take a few of these out. And so, yeah, these are a few different things through the years that I've come down to. One is Jarrow Formula's Ultra Bone Up Stimmy-Cal. It promotes bone density, supports cardiovascular health. I take this every now and then. It's got quite a bit of different vitamins there specifically. We'll get into it in just a minute. I'll pull these out so that the fridge doesn't go off and start beeping on us. But yeah, these are the different things that I do over time. And and I mentioned this before, but I'm wanting to get a lot more into matters of health again here. Been kind of slowing down at that, but hey, we go through cycles in life, and so this is definitely one of them. So okay, so these are, also this guy here. So Wellness Formula by Source Naturals. I got this from Whole Foods. It's got a lot of different things in here. It's really good for the immune system. But I came across this a few years ago. Actually, sooner than that. I bought it more recently than that. But I came across it a few years ago when I had a little bit of a cold, and they had recommended this in the Whole Foods. People were like swearing by it. So I am not so much familiar with this. It's more something that I took when I was not really feeling too well in the moment. But I do take this every now and then as well. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, zinc, selenium, copper, sodium, garlic bulb, propolis extract, echinacea, elderberry, aromatic Solomon seal, rhizome, horsehound aerial parts extract, olive leaf extract. I take olive leaf. I don't have it here. Again, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I really like. I used to also take quite a bit that I don't have yet stocked up, but that's one of them. Olive leaf is, again, you got to talk to a personal practitioner, but that's something that especially when I was healing the gut. But anyways, that's great for skin and things like this. Maybe we can one time do like a video on each herb and kind of talk about what the benefits are and why, it can assist you. Now let's put it around. Andrographis aerial parts, Isatis root extract, Eleuthero root extract, Elecampane root, citrus bioflavonoid complex, Isatis leaf extract, cinnamomum, kudzu root, mullein leaf, angelica root, astragalus root, elecampane root, pau d'arco, cayenne fruit. You can really detox with pau d'arco though. Like you might find, depending on, if you've got like a candida thing going on, then you might find that you detox from pau d'arco. Like you might get kind of like symptoms and stuff, but again, talk to your personal practitioner before you try anything, because it is detoxifying. Cayenne fruit, ginger root extract, coptis rhizome extract, and grapefruit seed extract. So yeah, I don't normally take this, but I do every now and then. And I also originally came across it when I was already kind of facing a cold, and they recommended that to me in the grocery store. Now, Adrenal Health by Gaia Herbs. This is another. This is not something that I really usually take. I think that nourishing the adrenals is really important, and it's something that you should address. But again, always talk to a personal practitioner. But this is something that, I came across. I actually took individual herbs for this purpose in the past. So I'm not as familiar with this particular supplement. I got this kind of recently. Again, I've been not as much into the health as of late. So this has not been something I've been really focusing on, but I got it because the adrenals are important. So if you know what I'm saying, it's not like something that I would swear by. What I would swear by is liver rescue. This is detoxifying for the liver. This is one of the, I've mentioned this before, if I had to have one thing, it would be liver rescue. This helps your liver regenerate. It may, you want to talk to your first practitioner, no claims here, no claims here, no claims here, but this is one of the things that I have seen, like if I take too many of these, I will detox and I feel it. And so that tells me though that, yeah, that tells me that there's something going on there. It's working. We'll talk more about that though in a minute, but back to the adrenal health. This has Siberian rhodiola. It has holy basil and organic oats, milky seed extract, holy basil. Yeah, again, schizandra, berry, ashwagandha. Yeah. So, you know, I also am very sensitive, so there are certain things that I feel like I'm just really drawn to, and they work for me personally. And it's just not something I see myself really grabbing for. But you know, you take it as you will. It's something. Again, I'm just showing you what's in the collection here. But maybe at some point we can also talk about specific things that, you know, let's say if you're specifically wanting to target adrenals, like what might be good for that. Obviously, you want to look at your diet, right? That's so important. If you're having things that are spiking your blood sugar, you know, that's gonna affect. So vitamin D3 and K2 with MCT oil boosts immune system, supports bone health. This is something that that I've been taking for a few years now, actually. And I do really actually like this. I take this. You can take it however kind of you want to read the instructions, obviously, and talk to your birth practitioner. But this is something that's really, I'm taking that specifically for healing cavities naturally. So vitamin D3 and K2, it helps absorption better there. And it's in liquid form. So yeah. Then I've got peppermint essential oil. You want to make sure that your essential oils are organic. I got this from Whole Foods. Wow. This is Pranarum brand. Then I've got here Urinary X. I think we talked about this in the past. Now, the really important here is that you're looking at your gut. And so over the years, really whatever, well, this is again a journal video, but whatever you're experiencing, it's going to come back to the gut. You got to come back to healing the gut, working with the gut generally. So thinking about bacteria in the gut, thinking about your microbiome, right? These types of things. So, yeah, if you're experiencing certain sort of imbalances, you want to look at the microbiome and the balance of it, or the lack of the balance of it. So this has cranberry, D-mannose, uva or seed, grapefruit seed, caprylic acid. And yeah, it specifically targets, though, the urinary tract system. So, you know, I take it every so often as well, just as a why not. These are things that you would take also to target things like candida, bacterial overgrowth and such, especially grapefruit seed extract. You might feel detox. I have not felt detox with this, but you take it as you will. Yeah, if you're going to take grapefruit seed extract on its own, it's really powerful. It can actually kill a lot of even good bacteria. It's almost kind of like an antibiotic, but it's natural grapefruit seed extract. So yeah, more on that. If you're doing like a candida cleanse, that's something you really want to look into. Something really really helpful for that as well is called Candidex. Candida or something, yeast-free yeast away. So grapefruit seed and caprylic acid. Those two, yeah, you might really feel detox with that if you have a candida thing going on. But that particular supplement mix was not something that I felt that with personally. I don't think the dose is high enough for, however. Now, okay, let's clear it around. We're here. I got this in Okinawa, in the airport in Okinawa. It's a calcium supplement. I cannot really read what it exactly says, means, you know, but yeah, they had all of these little like health food sort of pop-ups in their airport, and so I was looking at these different things. You know, Okinawa is a blue zone island, so they're really into that sort of the natural medicinals and such, and so I got this there. This is a calcium supplement. Again, I don't know what else is in it, but yeah, I have it. I haven't really been taking it, I'll be quite honest. It's been some time since I've been in Okinawa, but I've actually been holding on to this to show it to you guys. So I was like, I gotta show them. That's so cool. So yeah, but that's something. Part of it is I think that I cannot read it and I want to learn more about it. And, you know, a lot of what you take is also how you feel about it. So I'm not familiar with it. Zinc by Mega Foods promotes immune health, and that's what it says on here. And it's organic spinach, organic parsley leaf, organic carrot, organic broccoli, organic beetroot. And so, yeah, this is something, you know, if you are obviously menstruating as well, you want to make sure that you're also having foods that are supplemented there with that. Digest Gold with ATP Pro. This is amazing. And this is a general video yet again, but talk to a personal practitioner. But if you have things, digestion, you want to definitely take that before your meal. Then, okay, we talked about that. Peppermint, Liver Rescue. So yeah, the liver filters everything that we're basically doing to our body. What you're eating, okay? It's also synthesizing vitamins. It allows your body to actually break down vitamins and to absorb them. If your liver is overwhelmed, right? Let's say you're having a lot of toxins in it, you're not going to be able to really regenerate your liver, actually, the cells in your liver, and you're also going to have a hard time absorbing vitamins and minerals and nutrients. So they actually say that if you want to address vitamin D deficiency, you want to look at your liver. So this is something that me personally, on my healing journey, that was something that I was focusing on, and you can really, yeah, let's clear it around. You got to be careful with that, because, you know, when you do physical detoxes as well, it can detox emotions as well. So yeah, just as a heads up, you don't want to take like a lot of these at a time, and if you do, you want to have a lot of water. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing with you what I have read, what I have learned, and what I have had as an experience. So Liver Rescue, that's something here. It's for liver detoxification, and it's also metabolic antioxidant support, health force nutritionals, superfoods. Yeah, so it's got milk, thistle seed extract, dandelion root extract, chunka, piedra, whole herb extract, and turmeric root. So and it's very interesting. It supports healthy bile flow in both phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. So it's really intense. It'll help your liver. This is a general video. Gotta like put a disclaimer, right? Okay, but it helps your liver regenerate, and yeah, so it provide powerful direct antioxidants to support liver function, support the liver's ability to produce the powerful metabolic antioxidant enzymes superoxide dismutase (SOD) and glutathione peroxidase. So look, you know, I originally came across this when I was trying to heal leaky gut, but also I came across this when I was looking into histamines, because yeah, the body may not have full capacity. If you're low on certain enzymes, it may not be able to break down certain foods. So that's something as well that I looked into, and why I was drawn to the Liver Rescue. This is, again, I highly recommend this if you're looking into you can feel it. Like, this is something, yeah, if I take 2 of these, I'll feel like nauseous. You'll feel it, but yeah, you want to talk to your personal practitioner. Vitamin D3, 5,000 IU, high potency by now. You know, DC, there aren't that many health food stores as far as I've seen. So, you know, usually, these are more like, let's say, available at Whole Foods. So when I lived in LA, there were a lot more health food stores, such as Irwan. That's a really great health food store. That's so limited though. We don't have that on the East Coast yet. And so, it's one of, you know, but New York, for example, I don't know how many people are in New York, but New York has so many health food stores with so many other brands. So this is not to say that like this is the so-called best or only, but that's something that I came to. I did some research, and that's the one that I've chosen. I've been taking it here. Royal Jelly, 2000 mg. This is ultra mega strength, genuine freeze dried, and it's 2000 mg for each capsule. So I used to take this, and I used to make skincare products with it as well. I'm not always taking this, I'll be quite honest. I think you also have to be careful with that. You don't want to take too much of that, especially on an empty stomach. But, you know, it's something that maybe we'll do a video one time, again, like where we're talking about specific benefits and what each one contributes to. I believe it helps with collagen production, but don't quote me on that. Again, we'll maybe do like a separate video for each one, but this is just what's in the fridge. Then I have fermented cod liver oil, concentrated butter oil by Green Pasture. This is something kind of controversial. Yeah, because, well, so again, like I said, I'm trying to heal cavities naturally. This is something that I've read around. People swear by this when it comes to healing cavities naturally. So that's something that I've been taking on and off for the past few years. I am, again, sensitive to histamines, so anything fermented I'm going to react to kind of. I try to limit it for that reason. So just as a heads up, if you are sensitive to histamines, but that's something that I have in my fridge at least. And I take it every so often. The phone is going to die. Okay. What else? There have been some controversial, yeah. yeah. You gotta read about it and see what you come down to for that. But all right. Now then we are moving into Dr. Sebi's Cell Food Green Food. To be honest, I don't take this that often. It's got nettle, tila, nopal, bladderwhack, lily of the valley. I took it. I again, like, there is, I don't know, maybe I'm strange. It's more energetic. Like, I'll be drawn to certain things more so than other things. I just wasn't really feeling something here with this. I love Dr. Sebi's amazing sort of philosophy when it comes to his health, concepts and talks. But I don't know that I wasn't really super like connected to that. Now, peppermint. Organic and pure, 100% organic, non-GMO. There is like a particularity with this peppermint oil. The smell, it's like very classic peppermint. So I don't know. I specifically like that brand. It's by Garden of Life. You have to be careful though with essential oils, of course. Sovereign Silver. This is colloidal silver. I had this I don't take this very often when you are feeling kind of under the weather. Yeah, I'll take it when I need to, like if I'm really like not feeling well, like for example. I grew up with this. My parents gave this to us when we were young, and if we had like a cold or something, amazing reviews on that from people. They say it just changes their health completely sometimes. Again, talk to your personal practitioner. Icelandic kelp, thyroid health, by Nature's Life. I think I got this in Hawaii. Did I? It's iodine, kelp. Apparently, there is no more iodine, right, in foods, so you have to supplement it. I do feel a difference with this. I do, definitely. I personally, that's just what I feel. I haven't done blood tests to, like, qualify that, but I have sort of felt like I'm drawn to that. So anyways, you guys, these are the supplements. I also take turmeric, of course. This is actually the same. Okay, so let me show you. Remember, we were talking about this machine, right? This water machine. This company is Japanese, and they actually are family owned. They have a farm. They have a farm that's family owned as well on Okinawa, the island. So, yeah, the first time we went there was to visit the farm and to visit the studio where the studio. I have something in my shirt. What in the world? We visited the factory where they made this. Well, my parents did. We went along with them. So, like I said, my dad is a chiropractor, and my mom is technically an engineer, but she's getting more into health these days, more focusing on that. She's very sciencey. She likes that type of stuff. So, anyways, they were looking into that, and they visited the farms, I believe, as well, actually, where they grow this. Anyways, long story short, Okinawa, again, is a blue zone island. So their soil on certain parts of the island, it's very particular. There's something very particular about it, and they're able to grow a very specific type of turmeric there. And so it's a certain strain of turmeric that they grow there. It's really strong, and so it's pharmaceutical grade, I think they say. Well, anyways, now turmeric kangen ukwan, this is the name. So it's individual sealed. Let me show you what it actually looks like. I used to have this on my website. They're in these little capsules to keep it fresh, so that you're not like opening and closing it and it's just getting oxidized every time. So yeah, I used to sell this on the website, but then I stopped because it's getting weird, like people looking at my address and like weird stuff like that. So I basically stopped selling anything on my website. But this is something that was up there. So for those of you, you're wondering, that is what that is, or that is what that was. I think the picture is still there, but yeah, I'm not really selling it anymore. But it's amazing, you guys. For those of you who are really into turmeric, this can be like the next level. Oh, research it, look into it. Huge personal tuition, of course, but this has not only turmeric, it has vitamin B12, turmeric root, natural turmeric root oil, olive oil, perilla oil, flaxseed oil, evening primrose oil, and they harvest this on, again, the island of Okinawa. And there's something particular about the way they do what they do with that. People have raved about it, and I take it, and I feel a boost when I do take that. But anyways, you guys always, right, of course, make your decisions. Huge personal intuition. And when it comes to your health, and everybody's body is different. So this is also a type of tea, because how can we really talk about health and supplements and herbs and vitamins and minerals and nutrients without talking about teas. Teas are kind of like food as well. They can be. Tea pigs. This is such a lovely peppermint tea. It's something particular about this peppermint. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really kind of a cute little illustration too. All right, what else? Anything else that we want to chat about? Olive oil. Something with this brand. When I lived in Italy, it just really reminds me. I think it's a really authentic olive oil. And super salt, I think this is actually from Italy as well. Something like that. Yeah, it's nice. Got a mix of different Italian herbs in there. And of course, oh right, so what other teas? Because I do love teas. This is not the extent of it. When I used to live in New York, I used to get the actual herbs and whatnot. And so, yeah, but these are just the packaged ones from the supermarket. Stuff that I've loved. Organic Cup of Calm. Such a lovely tea. This has valerian, the lavender mint, passion flower herb, chamomile flower, organic lavender flower, catnip herb, rosemary leaf, peppermint leaf, spearmint leaf, licorice root, organic stevia leaf. So I really love this. I find that it is actually soothing, calming. Organic nighty night, whoop. Organic, promotes a good night's sleep. Original with passion flower, catnip herb, chamomile. It's similar to that one, but a little more intense. Like this will put you to sleep. Passion flower herb, linden flower, hop strobel, spearmint leaf, lemon verbena, lemon peel, West Indian lemongrass leaf. This is, yeah, I like that as well. It'll put you to sleep, like, actually, though. Original organic moringa. Let's see what else. I think it has sage and spearmint. Breathe easy. These are really, yeah, I like this brand. Nettle leaf, really great. Very, very, very nice herb. That is nettle. I see a difference with nettle when I take it and I wake up in the morning. This is really lovely stuff as well. Peppermint Delight probiotic tea. Same brand, traditional medicinal. So this company that makes this and the turmeric also makes a tea. They make a turmeric tea. So yeah. That's also, personally, it is a little strong tasting, but some people really love it. It kind of has like a gingery taste to it. And where is the outlet? Because this is definitely about to die, so. Give me a second, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. We got turned off there for a minute. Let me get the stand really quickly. All right. The stand actually broke in the Scorpio reading. So we are like literally, yeah, the stand is broken. No. This thing is totally broken. So, okay, well, how can we, let's put it on the actual little stand. Whew, I feel like I have an overactivation of the throat chakra right now. Let's continue. Okay, nettle leaf, organic nettle leaf tea. Nettle, it's just nettle. Then we have Breathe Easy, promotes respiratory health. Let's clear and run. Eucalyptus mint. And original, why do I keep saying original? Organic moringa with spearmint and sage. I guess it's traditional medicinals. All right. I just recently got, actually, now that we're talking about vitamins, a little like kit so that you can organize the B vitamins. So kind of reminds you to kind of take them. So what else, guys? Obviously we have coffee beans. Get that from Blue Bottle. I've been kind of really working with that lately. Their original blend is just like so lovely. The It's called Hayes Valley. And yeah, so, and then we said we'd talk about water, right? So let's take a look at that. I showed you guys this that I got not too long ago. It's literally from Sicily. It's from where I studied, Catania. They're volcanic soils there. They make this lemon juice from there. Really, really, really lovely. Oh my god, I love it. And then we talked about hemp milk. We talked about hemp milk in yesterday's video, which is, I found that my body reacts very well with that. And I found that when I take hemp milk, I just feel more, it's something. It does have, I think, high magnesium levels, relatively. Magnesium, phosphorus, B12, but this is for 240 milliliters. It's 10% magnesium, 20% phosphorus, 25% B12, riboflavin 25%, 6% E, 10% A, 2% potassium, 10% iron, 30% calcium, 25% vitamin D, 20%, yeah, it's got no sugar. This is unsweetened, 2 grams of protein. So, I don't really look at that necessarily, like, I don't count calories in this kind of stuff, but, yeah, that's, if you're curious. And what else? So, and then we talked about this a few times already. I really want to do, like, a full, at some point we'll do a demo with this, possibly, and we'll talk more about the actual properties of this water, because it is quite amazing. And when it comes to eco-friendly living, it might be a really, something great to look into for those of you who have businesses as well. I wanted to kind of show you guys, I have an ORP meter, but I have to kind of work with it and get used to that. But it'll test the antioxidant value. But for those of you who were curious, I know you were asking yesterday, so we didn't really have the chance to get into it. But it basically is a machine like this. It sits on your counter. It hooks up to your tap. There are two hoses that come out. One is alkaline, one is acidic. So any value that is acidic that you press on this machine will come out of this little guy, this little tube down here. And any value that is alkaline will come out of this bigger tube. This is what you most likely want to be drinking. I don't think you really would want to be drinking the acidic water. Some people use the acidic water for disinfection, even in the mouth. Some people use it as like a mouth rinse. It's pH 2.5 that is strong acidic, and supposedly it kills 99.9% of germs, something like that. So, which is really amazing if we think about it. That's like just water. So, yeah, it's kind of nifty. And then there is a beauty water, which is 6.0 for skincare and things like that, for skin and these things. You could also probably use it on your hair. And then there's clean water for so-called medication, formula milk. It's a pH 7.0. And you just click
beauty water,
these different
strong
settings.
acidic water, clean water,
And you can make literally the alkaline water.
Kangen water, 8.5. Kangen water, 9.0. Kangen
So
water,
it's kind of cool. 9.5 to 8.5 is usually what I guess you would want to be drinking, but always heed your personal notion. I don't always drink alkaline. It depends what I'm feeling like, But people with this unit, those of you who are really into chemistry, people make all kinds of different products with this. They make their detergent, Some people use because it's kind of interesting. When you hit, let me show you. When you hit, let's say 2.5,
strong acidic water,
2.5 will come out of this little acidic tube, but then it always reaches 14, the pH scale. So the remainder of that will come out of here. So you'll get, I think, 11.5, something like that. So you get really alkaline water coming out of here. You can use that for soap and these such things. So, yeah, this is something that, again, I've been drinking for like 9 years. It helped me with a lot of different things, my digestion. Obviously, it may not be right for everybody. You got to look into what is right for you. Talk to your personal practitioner. Some people have a naturally more alkaline body to begin with. And, yeah, so you want to make sure that it is right for you. But anything else, I think that's about it. Well, why don't we go over to the bathroom and talk a little bit about beauty care? this is something I'm also, I love everything related to skincare. You guys remember we did the vlog, the vlog. So, I also want to say this. It is by no means necessary for you to have anything, right? To be in balance with yourself and to be who you are to you. You always have to look at it as like, what do I feel? What do I resonate with? And that's like, for years people were like, why don't you like do different stuff and like products and all this? And because, well, it's what you make it. You have to see if it resonates with you, right? So I don't want to come forth and be like, oh guys, like, look, I'm using this, you need that. Not at all. And that should be obvious. I mean, I'm sure it is, but just to say, right, this is not me being like, you gotta have that, or you gotta do this or that, you know. Many of these things I'm trying out, and sometimes I feel like sometimes I want that, and then sometimes I don't really want that. So yeah. But okay, what else? So recently I've been really trying to focus on helping the actual layers of the skin. So because I do spend a lot of time in the sun and I don't really use sunscreen. I haven't really been using sunscreen. I've been wanting to, yeah, especially I don't use sunscreen that is not like organic and from a health, yeah. Because if you think about it, like if you go in the sun and you're putting chemicals, God forbid, like on your skin, it's like the sun is gonna sizzle that into your skin. So that's what I think. So I don't really understand that. Like, if you're going to be using sunscreen, make sure you're using something that doesn't have, like, yeah. The thought for myself is that whatever you're putting on your skin, you want to be able to kind of just, like, imagine eating that. If you don't feel comfortable with eating what you're putting on your skin, I'm not really sure, you know, why you're doing, what is the thought with that? So, take it as well. This is something I've been using. I like this. I really love body scrubs. This is a scrub for the face. It's Caudalie. I came across this brand first when I was in Paris for like a week. Paris was so amazing because they have so much skincare stuff. Evian face spray. This is something as well that I found in Paris. Evian and Caudalie. That's something that they're really into that, and specifically like France. I think that's their thing. Relatively natural skincare. It's a deep cleansing exfoliator. This is just something I've used. A lot of this stuff, though, I'm actually not really a fan of. I found that stuff with, like, heavy fragrance, these hair products like Oribe and stuff, those conventional hair products, it just, yeah, it doesn't really work for me. And I've tried many different things. The fragrance is one thing, but the actual way it works, my hair is very particular, so I can't really use most products. I found that it gets really clunky, and so maybe we'll do a separate video one time where it's like just about hair stuff and we can really talk about that. I've actually done a few videos on that on a separate channel. And maybe I'll post it here as well. But okay, so let's get back to it. Then something I've really been into is Bite. They're relatively natural skincare brand. Bite, B-I-T-E. I've been using their lip products and stuff. But yeah, my philosophy in general is just going more to the natural side of things. There's also this Caudalie Resveratrol Lift. It's an eye gel cream. I've been using that. I mean, for me, again, like I have to connect with what I'm using. So that's been something, for quite some time that I've been trying to like work with. And, yeah, one way I've seen is if you wear it at night and then you go to bed and you wake up in the morning, like, that's really, if you're not really feeling a difference, obviously you have to give time to things, but there are some things that, you know, you just feel it, like this works really well with my skin, for example. What I do like is the sea buckthorn oil. It can make you look kind of orange, but it is kind of relatively pricey, but some things, like, look, if you're gonna buy one thing and it is just gonna, it actually works for you and you like it, just don't buy other things if it's a matter of, you know, so-called budget. But I think if whatever is meant to be, it will happen for you. Yeah. So that's also just a side note. Christoph Robin, I love this brand for hair, for matters of hair. I think I would pick that over Oribe for those of you who are into hair products and stuff. Prodalab, I've used this for years. This is as natural as it fucking gets. This guy, I've met the owner, such a lovely man. You know, he's really into what he does. This is Sensual Japanese Flour and Butter, Never Greasy Body Oil. Prada Lab, love these products. He's literally amazing. They sell this at Ear in LA for those of you who are curious. It's got just different products. Very super clean line. The aesthetics, okay, you know, it is what it is. It's in glass. That's also really important. I think I'm gonna completely stop using products that are in plastic. It's like, why are we doing that? Number one. Number two, yeah, it's not really healthy usually. I don't really like that. So I'm gonna stop using products in plastic, and I'm just switching over completely to glass. Which is a shame because this brand is in plastic, but I love this brand, Omoroviska in Budapest. This is, you know, one of their products. They got different things. But yeah, that's one of the things that I am really passionate about, skincare. And this is a spray that I've made. It's a Viper spray. I make it with some rose, some MSM. That's something I'm really, really into as well, MSM for the skin. But yeah, and that I offered on the website. But again, I don't know. I want to launch a whole thing with skin and fashion and all this, you know, eventually. But it's got to be right and at the right time and in the right way. And so yeah, for those of you who are wondering what, you know, what it is, well, hopefully one day we'll get further into that. What else? I've got this hair oil. I don't know what it is. Bumble and Bumble. It's the smell. I just can't. I feel, and I do feel like products affect me, like my aura. If it's something artificial and it's just not natural, it just doesn't make me, I don't connect to it. So yeah, I'm not trying to say it in like a weird way, but like in whatever way, but I just, yeah, it's something that I just don't reach for. And even if it's working, it's like, I gotta be able to really connect. Now, what else? You guys, this brand, Solwasu, came across it when I was in Korea. It was like all the rave, like everybody, you know, it was like super popular. It's actually a spa. You had to make an appointment, and it was almost impossible to get an appointment. That's just all I remember. And then they finally launched this line in the US, and it's nice. I like the philosophy I like the philosophy of the line, working with herbs and such things. Let's clear it around. Yeah, but it's kind of pricey, and it's also in plastic, and I don't know. That's a little tester bottle, so we'll see if it's something. But yeah, it's something. Honestly, I haven't really been drawn to. Like, the face cream is okay, but yeah, I haven't seen myself like grabbing for it repetitively. Like, it wasn't something that I really was like, oh my god, I need this, you know? So, let's clear around. What else? Everyone's been raving about this. Laneige. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really... This was a sample, actually. And it's not really one of those clean brands, at least in my eyes, and so I just haven't been pulling for it. Yeah, so what else? Anything else noteworthy? Toothpaste, tooth powder, has charcoal, bentonite clay, calcium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, magnesium hydroxide, cinnamon powder, clove powder, peppermint powder, black walnut powder. This is also to help heal cavities naturally. You can buy this on Etsy. April Rain is the name of that channel, her thing she's got going on there. Oops. So, what else? I think that's pretty much it. That's noteworthy, really. Yeah, I've been kind of into the fresh products. I've been kind of drawn definitely to the fresh products. I like that line, actually. I like what they do. It smells natural. It smells real. Let's clear around. Anything else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. People rave about Olaplex for the hair. I don't know. But again, my hair is very strange. Like, well, it's different. My hair is very sensitive. It has high protein already, so if I put something like coconut oil, it's gonna turn into like a Scotch Brite. So And I think I have mineral buildup on my hair. So that's something I've been working with. Olaplex, I'm trying it, but I don't think that's my problem. It's not a matter of protein or keratin. It's more the opposite for me. So I stay away from stuff with the protein there. I have some kerastase stuff for the hair as well. Yeah, so this is just kind of like what's going on here right now. I really, really like, as well, something I've really been drawn to here lately is Tata Harper. That's something I would also definitely invest in if you know, are drawn to it. And Indie Lee, this is another product that I've been using, and I really fell in love with the smell of it. It literally smells like strawberries. Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser, Strength and Protect. So yeah, that's something you can use as a cleanser, but also a face mask. So if you use it right on the skin and you leave it and you let it sit, it's like kind of like a mask, which is really cool. It's sort of like a dual use to that. What else? So much stuff, but it's, yeah, I want to talk about it. Maybe one time we can do it based on like how I came across these things, like my favorite things from this place or that place, because a lot of this is tied to my travels, actually. Things that I found in certain countries and places, and maybe sometime we'll do like a series on that. Shu Uemura, Art of Hair, Essence Absolute, Nourishing Productive Oil, Camellia Oil. This is a Japanese company. Japan has amazing skincare. Oh my god. I wish I could do a whole series on that. Yeah, a whole series on that. Maybe we'll do that, but we'll go to Japan to do it. How about that, you guys? Yeah, you guys, I miss Japan so much. Oh, this is actually a brand from Korea. So, okay, but wow, we can go on forever, you know? But any other notes really quickly here? Innisfree. This is also from Korea. This, you know, the line here overall, I don't know if it's the most clean, but it's interesting conceptually. It has volcanic clusters. Yeah, so from their island of, they got Jeju right there, real close to Seoul. You guys, it was really lovely. Let me know what you think of these videos, and if you want any other sort of specifics. I obviously don't sell these products, but I do have contacts who know quite a bit about this, especially from the research standpoint. If there are particular ailments that you're wanting to sort of like get some research on, understand more, how can maybe alkaline water or even turmeric help you with what you're working with what you're facing physically, and yeah, and such things, then, you know, let me know. And because my family actually is really, my mom has been researching certain things. She's technically an engineer, but she's gotten into this, but for her own reasons as well. Like she was hypoglycemic, and which is the opposite of diabetic. And so this water really, really turned her health story around. And then she saw what it was doing for me and other people that, you know, we've known. And so my grandmother found a lot of relief with arthritis specifically with the water. So maybe one time we'll do a series, you know, because it's not only great for health, but it's also eco-friendly, and it should last you well into 15, 20 years. So think about it, like, you're not going to be buying bottled water. That's great for the environment, and it's great for you, right? So relatively, you have to always make your decisions and see what is right for you. But it's an idea, and I thought I'd throw it out there. I know everyone has been sort of like, what's going on with the skincare and this in the body and the lifestyle and the health, so and the things you're eating. And so yeah, we'll eventually be building out this part of the birth chart. So part of the birth chart, well, my birth chart, maybe this isn't part of my yod. Maybe it is part of my yod. I'm sure I've got like 5 yods in my chart, I think. Some of them are definitely relating to, yeah, my North Node is involved. So yeah, this might be, I know I want to work in matters of health rehabilitation with the mind, body, soul. So this is a component to it. And it's so funny because I mentioned this before in a live chat one time we did, and I told you guys that one time I was like sitting in this ice cream shop, and then this lady, like, all of a sudden she was just kind of making eye contact with me, and then she came and she sat next to me in the cafe. It was like every table was empty. She came and she sat next to me right there, and she was almost like blocking me off. I was like, whoa. And she I think she was a walk-in, okay, if we're gonna really be quite honest. But yeah, and she was like, what do you do? And so I told her, I said, I do astrology and stuff. She said, sometimes I feel like I need to talk to certain people. What about health? Have you ever considered doing something like naturopathy? I was like, whoa, and so she told me, she was like, this is another leg of what you're doing. You're talking about astrology and these things. And so this is another sort of direction for you. She said, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. So anywho, yeah. And let's clear it around. So anywho, guys, this is something that I'm really, obviously, again, passionate about. It's something that, I want to share with you guys as well. And you make of it also what you do make of it. Always use your personal intuition when it comes to health. I always feel things before I take it in. And I think that's also really important, because there's so much of like, oh, but this is good and that's good. It's like, it's also how you work with it personally, emotionally as well. And when it's the right time for you to do something, right? It may not always be the right time to detox for someone, right? Because that's also, you can be releasing certain entity frequencies as well with detox. So that's where we get really into it. It's all mind, body, soul. Don't let anybody force you into, a certain stage in your life, in other words. And if you're feeling kind of like, man, like why my friends don't want to like get into the health thing with me, they may not be really, it may not be the time for them, right? For example. So let's clear around. But yeah, so this is something I hope to be building out in the long term. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put the link to the water thing and the turmeric. I'll put that on the Twitter. All right. You guys, love and light to you. We'll see